For the Fans welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Week 11 SFL action kicks off tonight in Jacksonville as the Jacksonville Kings play host to the Florida Storm. Good evening, everybody. I am Mike Daggs, and alongside me in the booth is the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson. With us on stats, rumor has it that he once saved 15 children from a burning orphanage. He is Gerald Smith. We're not sure if that's true or not. Our producer is Cameron Irvine. You're watching the Simulation Football League on For the Fans. Matt, how you doing tonight?
I'm ready, Mike. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on, Matt. This is the 13th meeting between these two legendary franchises. They've got over 300 combined games played between them. It's actually surprising they've only met 12 previous times. Florida currently leads the series 8-4. And taking a look back, these two teams first met as the Alaska Storm and the Tallahassee Pride back in the Season 10 championship, meeting again for the second time in the Season 11 championship. In Season 14, both of these franchises would relocate and rebrand, confusing Matt Wilson for life. The now Florida Storm and Jacksonville Kings would continue their rivalry over the years, with Florida winning each of the last 4 contests. Tonight, Florida's looking to add to the win column in hopes of a first-round bye, and for Jacksonville, their season hangs in the balance as they can't afford to lose any more games. What does each team need to do to win here tonight, Matt?
Jacksonville has been a pass-heavy team all year. That's led to a monster numbers by Marcus Dunhill, but also leading the league in turnovers as a team. Last week, they were able to find balance with Jared Willis hitting over 20% of his total rushing yards on the season in one game. They're going to need that balance to have a shot at beating Florida today. Florida might be the second best team in the SFL, leading on their running game with Charlie Boletsky, top 3 in rushing average and touchdowns. If the Kings can't slow him down, it's going to be a long day for Jacksonville. Which team will come out away with a W? There's only one way to find out, and that's on the field.
All right, Matt. Well, we are down on the field, ready for kickoff, and we are underway. Derek Norman boots it back to the Florida Storm. They take it back at about the 10-yard line and turn it up to the 31-yard line, and that is where Ron Cochran, the legend himself, will lead the Florida Storm offense out onto the field. He's joined by halfback Charlie Boletsky that you just mentioned, Matt, the wide receivers Stephen Bush, E.J. Minson, and Justin Blackwell, the tight ends, Veridin Zarkov and Paulie Truth. On the offensive line, Joseph Wade and Greg McDonaldson are 2 to watch for. 3 receivers set here to get things started with a run to Boletsky up the middle.
Yeah, that's going to be Jacksonville's goal, is stopping Boletsky first and forcing Cochran to throw.
Second down and 8. Back in another 3 receiver set. Ron Cochran under center. Cochran will throw the first time tonight, and a quick pass over the middle is corralled in by Blackwell and results in a Florida first down. The defense for the Kings, defensive linemen Mike All, Taekwon Hale, Hunter Norwood, and Marcus Sledge. The linebackers John Martin and Yakov Zoltov. The corners Connor Darien, Bernard Gooden. The safeties Greg Gaines and Succo Lamano. Swing route now is good for yet another first down. Boletsky able to get his way all the way up to the Jacksonville 41.
Nice game by Boletsky, the old long handoff, and got to get pressure on Cochran. It's been tough, but Jacksonville's got to be able to do it somehow.
Ron Cochran now in the gun.
Watch the one deep safety if this is a deep pass.
Cochran stepping up into the pocket, goes down to the left side, and that one is once again complete. This time hitting E.J. Minson, good for a gain of 8.
Looking like the very efficient offense that kind of Florida's always been. Need some disruption.
Second down and 2 now. 2 backs in the backfield. Looks like a running set. And it is indeed a handoff. That one goes to Boletsky, and it's good for another Florida first down. So, Matt, they continue to move the chains on this drive.
Yeah, I like that first defensive play where they came out and pressed. They're really putting a lot of pressure on the receivers and the running back. And now Jacksonville's kind of backed up. See how far back they're playing? I don't think this is a recipe for success.
7 in the box for the Kings. Cochran hands the ball off, and this time they're able to get Boletsky corralled at the line. No gain on the play.
They say large individual.
Marcus Sledge.
Mr. Sledge, I presume.
That is Mr. Sledge. 6'4", darn near 300 pounds, Matt. Just a pound shy at last weigh in the third round. Rookie.
He's a rookie, that's why.
Cochran kind of sidearm floats that one, and it is complete. Able to connect with Veridin Zarkov, the tight end. 3rd down and 1.
And John Martin was in the area. He just missed wiping that ball away. And those are the plays. If you're going to beat Florida, you got to do it. You got to, get in there and break that ball up. Now it's Boletsky time, but everyone's on the line.
Yeah. Whole King defense here. And Boletsky takes the handoff, gets the first down easily, able to spin his way up to the 19-yard line, and first drive is looking pretty good for the Storm, Matt. They are inside the red zone.
Yeah, and, problem is that Jacksonville's D-line was too good. They pancaked everybody, but that gave Boletsky a little lane to run for that first down.
3 receivers out wide to the left. Cochran's going to pass this one out to Boletsky.
Oh,
right. Well defended by the Kings. No gain on the play.
John Martin got to be careful there. Don't want to be called for roughing on that second effort. Boletsky was on the ground when he got hit. You don't know how Rev 62's feeling some days.
About to hit double-digit plays on this drive.
I like this.
2nd down and 10.
From Jacksonville.
Boletsky gets the handoff, and Matt, just like I think you had expected, no gain on that play.
I'd love to see him come out and press here. Florida likes to throw short, and if you're pressing the receivers on the short route, it's going to be very tough for them to get free. See if they come out in that, or if they're going to just back off. Backed off for now.
4 wide receivers in the set on 3rd down and 10, trying to keep this drive going, and they're going to rule that a fumble. It's recovered by Florida. I don't know, I don't know who would even want to challenge this one, Matt. I guess maybe Jacksonville, if anyone.
Yeah,
3 yards gained on the play. It's going to be a field goal no matter what. Maybe you just let it go.
Yeah.
And it looks like both coaches will agree to just let this one go. Ethan Sneed on for the field goal try. This one will be from 33 yards out. Sneed on the season, a perfect 21 of 21. Make that 22 of 22. Kick is up, and it is good from 33. Florida puts the first points of the ball game on the board. If you are new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, you can visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And Ethan Sneed puts his hand into the air, going to kick this one off to the Kings, so Jacksonville can get their first effort here on offense. 12 plays, 53 yards, and a field goal for Florida's opening possession. And now we will see what Jacksonville can do. Led by quarterback Marcus Dunhill. Came out of retirement this season, Matt, to join Jacksonville. He last played in Atlanta, won the Season 14 championship, and then rode off into the sunset only to tell that horse to turn around and head to Jacksonville. And here he is. So Marcus Dunhill now leading the Jacksonville Kings offense. Getting things started here tonight with a handoff to Jared Willis. That'll go for a loss of 1. So the starting offense for the Kings, quarterback Marcus Dunhill, and you just saw halfback Jared Willis. The wide receivers are Grayson Willis, Kingston Ellington, and Shea Carroll. The tight ends, Jack Wall and Talon Steele. The offensive line, Brian French, Robert Crone, Alden Bleeker, and Olivia Bleeker. 3 wide receivers, tight end, and a running back on the field for the Kings. Dunhill. That one down to the bottom. They're going to rule that one incomplete. I thought it was complete. Ellington with the would-be catch. That one, that might be worth a challenge, Matt, because at least it would set up a third and about 5 or 6. But
I don't know if you blow a challenge this early in the game for not a first down situation, but it's a tough one.
At risk of a quick 3 and out, Dunhill now in the gun, 4 wide receivers and a tight end.
They got anything deep?
They're going for first down yardage, and somehow that one is caught. Kingston Ellington with the catch all the way up to the Jacksonville 41-yard line.
Yep, Ellington, Dunhill had a lot of time. And Ellington finding the soft spot. Good throw by Dunhill. A little bit of a squeaker, but gets the first down, and now Jacksonville can... I mean, you'd think they'd be able to run the ball well, Mike. Look how well they paid their O-line and 2 tight ends as well. I mean, good Lord.
Absolutely. But yet, Jared Willis among the least amount of carries in the league for starting backs. Does get the reception on this one, spins his way up to the 47-yard line and gains 6 on the play. I think the offensive line might be more used in the passing game here to keep Dunhill on his feet. Dunhill, number 2 in the league, Matt, in both completions and attempts. He's also top 5 in yards and touchdowns and among the least sacked quarterbacks. All in a tribute to that high-paid offensive line. Trips to the left side of the formation. They're going to hand this one off to Willis. He's able to gain a couple on that one. Will set up a 3rd down and 1 at midfield.
Yeah, but Jacksonville is the worst in the league in turnovers, Mike. And doesn't matter how many pretty stats you put up. If you're turning the ball over the most, it's tough to win ball games that way.
3rd down and 1. And yes, you're absolutely right.
Interesting formation here. Don't run out of this, please.
No, they won't. Dunhill steps up, out route down to the bottom, and connects with his man. A veteran move there. Able to connect with Jack Wall, the tight end, and the leading receiver in terms of receptions on this Kings offense. And, Matt, getting back to your point about Willis, he might be among the least in carries, but as far as total receptions in the league, he's got the 13th most receptions out of anyone, including wide receivers. So he's used heavily in the passing game. He's actually the number 2 receiver in receptions on this team, and number 1's a tight end. The receivers are 3, 4, and 5. Go figure. Another catch for Willis there, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, but you can't win 2 yards a catch, so you got to be able to stretch the field. Teams are going to catch on to that, and if you can't run the ball, I mean, you're just asking for trouble. I would say the Kings are the reverse Aztecs.
Yeah.
All our heavy sets. And
Willis, no gain on that carry. It'll be a 3rd down and 8. The Florida Storm defense doing a good job against him. The defensive line, Deontay Stoneville, Alessandro Tomaello, and Alex Dominguez, Big Sexy. The linebackers, Stephen Black and Eric Hammer. The corners are Ryan Davidson, Evan Carroll, and Adam Jones. The safeties, Ryan Tobin and Andrew Francis. Marcus Dunhill in the gun on 3rd and 8. They converted a 3rd and 10 earlier on in this drive in the same formation. Dunhill steps up, throws it short of the line to gain. For some reason, Jack Wall hops back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 7, and it looks like the Kings will have to punt.
Had a great opportunity there. Just couldn't get a field goal to even this up even. And this is another issue, Mike, is that if it comes down to a game of field position, Florida's going to have the huge advantage because of how much they pay both their punter and their kicker.
Yeah, absolutely. Howard McCoy punting for the Kings. This one will bounce down to the 5 and rolls into the end zone for the touchback. So a promising 10-play, 41-yard drive for the Kings only could get them to midfield, and then they net 30 yards on the punt. Florida Storm will get their second crack at things on offense. On the opening possession, Cochran went 6 of 6, Matt, for 46 yards.
Yeah, that's normal Florida offense. Nothing too big, just short, consistent passing game. And then you get a dominant running game to add to it.
Cochran now 7 of 7, getting the fullback involved. Swings that one down to Noel Cap.
Okay. That's
no cap, no gain on that play either.
No cap, no gain, and that's what Jacksonville's looking for. They got to keep a. I smell run again. Let's see if this front can get it done. Nope.
Deeper drop by Cochran, out route up to the top. Just like Jack Wall on the last play, or on the last drive. That one's hauled in by Stephen Bush, his first catch of the ball game. Unfortunately for him, only goes for a yard. He had about 5 and had to come back a little bit.
Well, the ball was thrown behind him, so we had to come back for it. By the time he reestablished, he had lost most of the yards he'd gained. And now, let's see if the Jacksonville defense can make pressure. We'll just Ron Cochran sit back, read a book, pick up a first down.
Cochran going deep down the left side, and he's got his man, and that one is good for a first down and a whole lot more. E.J. Minson with the big catch.
There's something on the old Tallahassee playbook, Mike. The corner route. And Cochran threw it beautifully over the outstretched hands of number 22. And that's not the place Jacksonville wants to give up.
First down and 10 now for the Kings. For the Storm. Cochran to Beletsky. Beletsky makes the first man miss and gains 7. Getting up to the 32-yard line as we take the final moments away here in the first quarter. Another play or two perhaps still to come. Two backs in the backfield on second down and 3. Beletsky fires up the middle and gets the first down. And that looks like it will be what takes us to the end of the first quarter. So a low-scoring game so far here in Jacksonville. 3-0. The Storm out in front. You are watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on For the Fans. We'll be back after this. Stay with us. Ron Cochran getting things going on this drive to start the second quarter anyway. Good pass out to Minson. Gets it up to the Jacksonville 13-yard line.
And look at that route combination. You had receivers running every which direction on that trip set and freed them up. Nice throw by Cochran. And again, when the Florida Storm offense is working, like it looks like you can't stop it. It's so difficult, and really Beletsky hasn't had a huge run yet today.
Cochran, short pass over the middle, and he's so close. He gets the first down, but gets tackled at the 1 and then goes down.
Bush is down
on the field.
That don't look good, Mike.
No, he's down. And
let's take a look here. Bush running a slant, catches. He's the guy that caught the ball, and
just kind of twisted down. Yeah,
maybe
could be a shoulder. Max Paul watching from the sideline, looking concerned for his receiver, but there he is. He's up on his feet, so
he's probably
good
fine.
Sign. Could have gotten poked in the eye. You never know.
I do that, Mike. Watch out.
Cochran back under center on first down and goal from the 1. Hands it off to Beletsky, and Beletsky's in for the touchdown. Florida adds 6 on the board.
That's a situation that drives me to drink every time, Mike. You're on the 1-yard line. Your defense does not come out in a goal line set against a team that runs the ball all the time, right? You'd think you want to have as many men on the line as possible. So if Florida's going to Jacksonville's going to continue that strategy, inside the 3, Beletsky could have a big day with, a real lack of resistance near the goal line.
Touchdown number 15 on the season for Beletsky. Number 3 in the league in rushing touchdowns. Extra point is up and good. Florida now out in front 10-0 over the Jacksonville Kings. Are you a next level SFL fan? You can visit the SFL League website at simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player and to join our